How you motherfuckers doing? Welcome to another episode of Mayhem Championship Wrestling. In our new edition, Showcase Sunday, we have Isaac the Radical and the Devious One, Dave Rose, on the announce table. And now to you guys.
My knee! Now I have to say that I'm very excited about this new offering directly from MCW Showcase Sunday. We've got a great show in store for you today.
In our first match, we're going to have two very agile, high-flying, short guys, Deuce and Jesse J. Are you guys ready?
I was born ready, Mr. Mayhem.
I was born in a hospital.
Let's get this shit on the roll. Deuce made a big entrance into the arena last time he came.
You got that right. Deuce being his debut, winning last week, it was just completely devastating as he dominated the Annihilator himself, Tommy NC.
And we can't forget the fact that he premiered exclusively on Mayhem Mania, which was a spectacular event. You can again go back onto the MCW network and watch that show for $9.99.
No, $9.99.
I'll have to be honest with you guys. I think Deuce doesn't have a chance against Jesse J in this match. I mean, Jesse J has had more ring time than Deuce, as well as there might be high flyers, but Jesse J has a completely different, hardcore, fist-to-fist style of wrestling.
Well, if I might interject there, Emerald, I would actually think that it would be very unconscionable of Jesse J to count out Deuce. We saw him make an explosive premiere on Mayhem Mania last week, 1 week ago from today. So I cannot say for certain whether or not he will win, but I will say that Jesse J will dig his own grave if he underestimates Deuce for even 1 second.
Sometimes I doubt to myself even if Deuce is even a luchador. I mean, he's wearing a UFC attire, no shoes, and he's got a pretty decent haircut. But nonetheless, I'm excited for this match.
Isaac, I honestly think Deuce can take you on in the ring very easily.
Oh, why? Is it because we both trained down at Mexico? Is that why?
No, I just find him that he's a better wrestler than you.
Those are some strong words here from Mark Mayhem.
You're gonna lose every match you're gonna be in. How's that?
At the end of the day, I'm still the champion. Where's your belt?
Okay, fine, you got the belt.
Now, what I do want to know is, why does Deuce wear a mask? Is there something that he's hiding from us?
Probably a secret identity.
He just likes masks.
Graham was on last week's commentary panel, giving this guy just a heads up of what you could expect at MCW, and that he's basically his protege, if you will. But that has nothing to do with Jesse J beating everyone's ass since his debut.
And that's right, Jesse J has been absolutely incredible and explosive since his debut here on MCW.
I like his shorts. What sort do you think he got those shorts from, man?
I think he stole them.
Well, he is a Californian.
And let's get this shit started.
We have the newcomer, Deuce, the corrupt Californian, Jesse J, here at MCW
Deuce
Showcase
exits the
Sunday.
ring right away. Where's he going? He's walking up the ramp. Oh, they both go for a dropkick but miss. Deuce gets him. And with a neck breaker.
Great move.
Dave knows a lot about those neck breakers, huh?
Well, I've patented my own Canadian net breaker, and I've brought the pain to many here at MCW.
Deuce is working on the leg on Jesse.
Just like I said before, you cannot count out Deuce. He might not be large. He might not be one of the more known names here at MCW, but you cannot excuse the fact that he is quite capable.
Jesse, German suplex and Deuce.
You see, as powerful as any move Deuce could do, the fact of the matter is that Deuce is still a newcomer, and he has a lot to learn, especially from being in the ring just with one person.
I feel like
and that especially goes with Jesse J, who's again proven himself time and time again here in MCW.
I feel like Jesse can't even get a hand on Deuce. He's too fast.
But yeah, keep in mind, Mark, both of these guys are fast.
Do you gentlemen think that this might be for the fact that he never wears shoes?
I think that's just disgusting in my opinion. But Mark, do you have a different take on him not wearing shoes?
I don't wear shoes when I wrestle.
Oh, really?
You know what? I think that's a bad habit. It's a dirty habit, and it just goes to show that you're uncivilized.
Could have sworn I pinned you.
And I could have sworn that I still am the #1 contender for that MCW Hardcore Championship title that currently is around your waist.
What? You're not even getting it.
We'll have to wait and see until April Anarchy in a few weeks.
I'll bring Mayhem to Anarchy, buddy.
I just want my damn knees to be fixed.
That's your fault for keep doing a freaking lung blow to everyone.
Well, that's because it's a devastating and very powerful, prolific move.
Now I have to say that Deuce is looking incredible today. He is just so quick and agile. I can't believe the speed is coming from such a small person.
Deuce is calling for the bullet. He's calling for it. Oh wait, no, he changes his mind. He just grabs him.
You know, I think Deuce is starting to act a little arrogant in this match tonight, and I'm not liking that a damn bit. Fact of the matter is that Jesse J is somebody that I admire here at MCW, and if I gotta get into the ring with Deuce, well, he better believe that I am the most sinister force in MCW.
Jesse J off the top rope, hitting Deuce down with a drop kick. But Deuce gets back up with a fast hurricanrana.
See, that's just to show you the agility these men could perform at MCW. And not just for Deuce, but for every newcomer at any wrestling corporation. They're going to give it 100% and be as cocky as they can be to show that they belong here.
That move is devastating. Deuce hits him with his finisher.
Oh, that's aggressive.
2, 3. Deuce beats Jesse J in this unbelievable match.
That is 2-0 for Deuce.
Incredible.
2-0 for Deuce. You know, I'll be honest with everybody watching. I underestimated Deuce. I mean, look at him.
Now I'll tell both of you gentlemen here that I'm looking at the statistics for every single wrestler in the roster of MCW. And so far, since his debut at Mayhem Mania, Deuce probably has one of the best records available. Are we going to see him do even more? We'll have to tune in to more MCW.
Very agile, very quick match. But ladies and gentlemen, that's just the beginning of MCW Showcase Sundays.
That's right, Isaac Emerald. The next match actually includes yourself and JoJo Omega, powerhouse here in MCW, exclusively in a tables match today on Showcase Sunday.
Well, I'll be right back with reviews from me, and I'm happy to be booked on tonight's show, so I'll be right back.
Go put your damn knee back up and shut up.
This a war dance, a victory step. A
Damn
boss
it.
dance is a gift.
I'll go put my knee braces on, like, why don't you
John Cena
talk to me?
trademark, y'all are so and talk about the bread you make.
Dave, what are we going to do with that kid?
I'm not too sure, Mr. Mayhem, but either way, you might need to get him to tune up his knees or install some sort of robotic leg system because wearing 2 braces in the ring might be detrimental to him in the end.
Or the other person. Who do you think?
Well-
Who do you think will win this match?
Well, this next match should be an amazing one. Isaac Emerald, although being one of the greatest wrestlers here at MCW, may in fact meet his match against JoJo Omega, who has proven himself to be a powerhouse. And if I was to have to bet on one of them, it would probably be JoJo Omega. Now, that's absolutely not an affront to Jojo Omega or Isaac the Radical. The fact is that Isaac the Radical has shown to me that he's something special. I can't put my finger on it just yet, but he's proven himself to be able to do these spectacular matches. But Jojo Omega cannot be ignored. It's a total fact that as soon as he came in here into MCW, he showed himself to be unstoppable.
I never want to be in a match with him again, I can tell you that.
And I can't blame you on that either. The fact of the matter is that he provides some amazing hits, and he truly is extremely powerful. No one of right mind should ever want to face off against Jojo Omega.
Isaac looking at the damn camera.
Now that's a lot of confidence coming from a man that has a few issues with his knees.
Well, let's see if the knees play a part in this tables match.
Now that's definitely one thing that you want to be concerned about. You have these foreign objects in the ring, these tables that are just so stiff and strong, potentially providing you with a debilitating and crippling confliction after you are destroyed by your opponent. These table matches should never be taken lightly.
There comes Jojo Omega in the ring, walking through the smoke.
As always, he's looking tough and powerful.
He's ready to kick the man. He's ready as always. I wonder if Jojo Omega is going to target those knees.
If I was him, I'd do exactly that. That's the strategic thing to do.
Let's see how this match goes. Isaac out of the corner with a body press. Isaac wants to prove that he's worthy of a championship title shot.
That's definitely quite impressive.
But Jojo, clothesline.
That's a huge hit.
Ooh, a nice jumping drop kick.
Even considering that Isaac has a pair of faulty knees, he's moving quite agile and quite able here in the ring.
He might need his wheelchair again after this match. Woo! He hits him with that knife edge chop.
Unbelievable move. I think both of these opponents here tonight have something to prove in front of the audience of Showcase Sunday.
Ooh, Jojo hits him with a Russian leg sweep. Ooh, a hard lariat.
Impressive move.
Isaac misses the drop kick. Misses him the cross body too. Ooh, Jojo stumbled in the back.
Is Isaac starting to get a little tired?
I think his knees are playing a role. Oh no, it hits him with a drop salt. Isaac throwing Jojo out of the ring.
Such amazing action here exclusively on Mayhem Championship Wrestling.
A beautiful moonsault from Isaac.
Wow, man. He can move.
That Mexican training.
And he is definitely one of the stars here on MCW.
Isaac climbing the rope. Jojo set up on a table. What is Isaac gonna do? Long time, but he throws himself through the table.
Unbelievable move.
Uh-oh. Is he setting up for it? Powerbomb straight to the knees. Isaac's knees must be killing him after that. Episode of JoJo's back.
How much more can each competitor take? This is incredible.
I know these two competitors personally, and they will go until one of them are dead on the mat.
Well, I hope it doesn't get to that point.
Isaac gets another table. Hits him right in the back. Repeatedly.
You gotta wonder what Jojo Omega is going through right now. I don't think he expected this fight from Isaac Emerald.
Isaac hits him with a DDT planned in. Oh my god! Isaac hits him! The cutter through the table!
Well-deserved win.
Dave, what does he call that move? A suplex into a cutter? It slips my mind.
I believe what you might be talking about is the oopsie daisy.
He hits him with the oopsie daisy.
Incredible action here on MCW, and this is just the second match here on Sunday Showcase.
Dave, you have to go get ready for your match against Tommy C. So
That's right.
Let's get Isaac down here.
I will be back as soon as I'm done beating the crap out of this competitor of mine, if you want to even call him that.
Hola, Levato. Isaac.
Orale! What's up?
Great match.
Thank you. Because both of you, I heard you talking, and you both got it wrong, damn it! It's the awesome sauce, because I dip him like the nugget he is.
Oops.
E-Daisy. And we have a new match coming up. It's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be very death-defying. It's Dave, the Devious One Rose versus Tommy C.
Who are you going for in this match?
You know, I'm going to have to go with Tommy C. Because not only he's wearing a New York Rangers shirt, woo represent, I believe that he can use his past NHL criteria, if you will, put it mixed with wrestling in the ring, and we could see something we haven't seen ever before inside of that squared circle. What's your prediction, Mark Mayhem?
Tommy C was a NHL player turned wrestler. Dave came into this business always wanting to be a wrestler. That is the difference between these two. So I'm going to be going with Dave, the natural-born wrestler, not the natural-born hockey player turned wrestler.
You know, everybody has a dream. Apparently, maybe you don't know the backstory of Tommy C. Maybe that wasn't his dream. Maybe his dream was wrestling all along. Look where he is now at MCW.
Look, Dave was trained in Canada, in the dungeon. You were trained in Mexico. I was trained by Samoa. At the end of the day, we're wrestlers, not hockey players.
Well, as you can see, Tommy C ain't a hockey player no more. Anyways, the Devious One Dave Rose making his way into the ring looking as confident as ever. I think Dave Rose doesn't know what he could expect in this match because this is his first time facing Tommy C.
No, you don't know.
Exactly.
Tommy C making his way in.
See, look at him. He's having a good time. He knows that he has the chance of winning.
Full of energy. Aren't you an Islanders fan, Isaac?
I never said that. And either way, no matter what the fuck these guys think they are so good at, either it's wrestling or hockey, the fact of the matter is they're not better than the Radical One.
But I'm better than him.
Okay, I'd like to beg to differ, but let's concentrate on this damn match.
I have a belt. What do you have? Knee braces?
I have a tequila and 2 prostitutes in my house.
That's illegal.
That's Isaac, the Radical, baby.
Ooh, a dropkick straight to the knees of Tommy C, taking him down.
What an impact to start the match.
Dave doesn't want to lose this match.
The thing that separates Tommy C from everyone else is that he's really quick for his size, as well as he is very striking, if you will.
But the technical wrestler will always come out on top in these type of matches. As you can see, technical mat wrestling right now. Dave takes control. Ooh, a beautiful drop soap. Dropping the elbow right over the heart. Tommy counters. Dave counters. Throws him into the corner. And arm drags him. What a beautiful arm drag takedown. Goes to the rope. Dropping the forearms right over the face.
You know, even though I picked Tommy C for this match, that takes nothing away from the performance that Dave Rose has done at Mayhem Mania against you. You know, I even question myself when I wake up that, are you really paying the refs?
He locked in the signature sharpshooter, but a rope break.
And I just love how you freaking ignore my question.
Fuck your question.
That's because you're not the real champion, damn it. I should have been that man. I was never pinned until that stupid ass dead on Dave.
Yeah. Cry about it.
And I never freaking got pinned in that Hell in a Cell match to be at Mayhem Mania 2.
He's crying.
I'm not crying.
I'm still champion.
I'm staying here at MCW stating the facts.
Yep, crying. Sliced
Alright,
bread.
fine.
Sliced bread. Dave Rose is taking it to Tommy C, but Tommy C kicks up, but Dave Rose knocks him back down.
You know who does back down? You, because you were on vacation while we were working hard for our paychecks.
Could have sworn the ex-champion Graham did the same thing, and I could have sworn I signed your paychecks.
Matter of fact, that I worked for that paycheck.
But at the end of the day, I signed it. Locks in the signature sharpshooter.
But if I actually make my own company, you don't see me bragging about it.
Tommy, shut up, Isaac, and watch the fucking match. Tommy just tapped out. Tommy just tapped out Scooter and Sharpshooter, known as the sinister stretch.
You know what the hell I see happening in the future? I see you tapping out to the sinister stretch. How about that? But you know, who am I to talk about this? Why don't we have the man from the match himself? Why don't we invite the devious one Dave Rose to the ring?
How about you wait for that?
Well, gentlemen, I just got back here from that amazing match that I just had with Tommy C. I'm not going to bother to take a shower because I'm here to do commentary.
You smell amazing.
Well, that's my natural Canadian musk.
Do you use maple leaves, Axe, or Old Spice?
A little bit of maple syrup and a little bit of castor oil. That's the Canadian way.
Okay, guys, I'm going for my match, and I'll be amazing you guys in the ring. Isaac, fuck you. Dave, good match.
Thank you, boss. And now we're actually seeing an amazing match here on MCW Showcase Sunday Extreme Rules match between Lorn Darken and Mark Mayhem.
Now, I'm just excited for this match to see Mark Mayhem get the shit beaten out of him in this Extreme Rules match against the Darkenator.
Well, Lorn Darken is sporting a new look here today on Showcase Sunday, so you never know perhaps if he's in a new attitude to face against the CEO and owner of MCW, Mark Mayhem himself.
Pretty good with a new look. You think the same thing's gonna happen with Lorn?
Well, you never know. We're going to have to see. But speaking of new looks, Mark Mayhem is also sporting a new look. He's got a new face tattoo, and I do have to say that that is looking very impressive and intimidating.
Well, actually looks very Mexican, if I do say so myself, celebrating Cinco de Mayo. But it does look like someone just took a plancha and burnt his skin off.
Now, as we wait for these wrestlers to get to the ring, I've got to ask you, Isaac, do you truly think that Lorn is going to get this win over Mark Mayhem?
Without a doubt. You think Mark Mayhem, everyone else thinks that Mark Mayhem is the best thing. Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a suspicion that he is paying the refs. And he might be lollygagging about how good you are, giving you all the compliments. But the fact of the matter is, when he faces you in the ring, none of that's gonna matter. Alright? It's just gonna be you and him, and he's gonna do the best to screw you over like he did at Mayhem Mania. I'm sick and tired of
respond to that. The fact of the matter is that I got a renegotiated contract, which I'm currently unable to speak about the details. But the fact is, I'm recognized and valued here in MCW, and not only have I been recognized for that, but all these corrupt refs who have led to myself and many others here in the roster of MCW have been fired, and we've got a new crop of people here on the ring. So let's get straight to the match, because there's some amazing action right now.
I just hope that doesn't happen tonight with Lorn Darken. I'm a big fan of his, no matter what anybody says. Who do you think is going to win this match?
Well, my money will have to, again, be on Mark Mayhem. And there's just such amazing action going on in the ring right now.
Am I the only one with some sense? I don't kiss up to the boss.
We're talking about being pragmatic and realistic here, and the fact of the matter is that although Mark Mayhem appears to have taken on a few pounds here and there, I actually think that he's getting closer to his Samoan roots, and he's becoming even more proficient in his ability. And that is not about ass-kissing, that is not about anything else other than recognizing reality for what it is, and being a technician like I am in the squared circle. I feel that I can speak to this, for the fact is that he has shown himself time again to be able to wrestle.
Jesus Christ, have you seen his legs? Hopefully that's just washable markers from Crayola. Anyways, let's get off to the match. This is going to be a great match. I just want to see the hell beaten out of Mark Mayhem. I'm sick and damn tired of him always saying he's better than me.
Well, Lorn Darken is also coming right out of the gate looking very strong, but so is Mark Mayhem. It looks like both of these individuals today have something to prove.
No matter how many chronic kicks it will take, I feel like Lorn Darken has a new attitude tonight at Showcase Sunday.
I think that because it's been a week since Mayhem Mania, each of these individuals is not only trying to send a message to each other, but to the whole Mayhem Mania and Mayhem Championship Wrestling audience.
But in the beginning of this match, I am spotting a little bit of fatigue from Mark Mayhem. Lorn Darken's just throwing him back and forth, corner to corner, and now they're all just being very technical. But so far, Lorn Darken's in the lead.
I'd have to argue there. It looks to me like Mark Mayhem is just biding his time and just waiting for that one opportunity that he needs.
Well, it won't be the first time, as he was just looking at you and Graham fighting at Mayhem Mania, which was probably smart, from my opinion, but it was the cheap way out, saving his energy. Maybe he's going to do the same thing with Lorn Darken tonight.
Well, to be fair, I did the same thing, and that's what a strategian does. That's somebody who thinks and looks into the future and figures out what works best for them. And I've got to say that I'm just so impressed with what I'm seeing tonight from Mark Mayhem. In and out of the ring, super quick and agile, showing Lorn Darken what it's all about. But not to count Lorn out, he's definitely creative, and he's definitely looking to be innovative here in this final match for Sunday Showdown.
You know, in this main event, you see, speaking of creative, I have no idea what the hell Lorn had in his mind, pulling out a chair out of all weapons. So generic.
Well, the fact is that Lorn is very comfortable with foreign objects, steel cages, Hell in a Cell, and a lot more dark things. After all, he is the Dark One.
I mean, it backfired just like we saw earlier with that Samoan pile driver by Mark Mayhem. You know, that's just gotta be very lethal for his own choice, because he did it to himself pulling out that weapon.
Well, nothing ever works out the way you want it here at MCW. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, you gotta take your beatings, and you just gotta move on.
Speaking of moving on, I like to move the hell out of there, because if I was in the ring, I would just dip out as someone stink faces me.
And I do have to say that I've recognized that new move that Mark Mayhem has added to his repertoire, and I do have to question why he would use that move.
Might be the likes that he's been trained at Territory League at, with Rikishi and all of his other Samoan dick blowers, as I like to call them.
Well, those are some strong words. We're going to have to hear back from Mark Mayhem when he finally gets here for his match.
Yeah, hopefully instead of being here, he'll be in the back of an ambulance.
Looks to me like Mark Mayhem is focused and that he wants to win this match tonight. I don't think he's going to let this one go.
Wow, it's just lethal as Mark Mayhem could be. You know, you can never doubt Lorn Darken. He has a sick mind, and he has a new look as well. He could pull out some new stuff out of his sleeve, if he had any.
And the impressive power that Mark Mayhem has showed today has just blown my mind.
I'll give it to him with the new moves and whatnot that he's introducing in this match. But you know, it's even though it's new, you gotta understand that it's pretty, if I do say so myself, generic. You know, like just like the hipsters nowadays running around my neighborhood back in Brooklyn. What the hell do you think about hipsters, Dave Rose?
I hate hipsters.
They smell like garbage, that's for sure.
Love to get my hands on a few.
Sesame Street.
And Lorn is just not giving up here.
That's the resiliency that I mean to tell everybody. Never underestimate the Darkenator.
And what do you think of this new face paint that he's sporting?
Well, I think it's a spot of intimidation for the other opponent, yet it really does boost the confidence level, because
unbelievable.
It's his first time, you know, sporting it out with the fans, you know, being very cocky. But it doesn't matter. The resiliency level of Lorn Darken is still gonna push through.
These two are just taking such huge hits. I'm not even sure how they're still standing.
That was just painful. It's very painful looking at a friend, if you will, just completely being demolated. But business is business.
And we all have to be honest here. We didn't sign up for flowers and pillows. We signed up to be professional wrestlers here
Holy
at
shit.
MCW.
Mark of Mayhem from out of nowhere, by the way. I didn't want to interrupt you earlier, but the fact is that these crowd, these audience that we go through in World Tour, we've been to Brazil, we've been to Japan. This crowd's very, very vocal, you know, and I just love that about the atmosphere of MCW. You know, we don't censor people, we don't take your signs, we don't do anything of that. The fact of the matter is, this is the wrestling company that more than 5 people would actually like. And it just sickens me that they're even cheering for Mark Mayhem after he even won that match.
And that was an incredible match, to say the least. Just as I predicted, Mark Mayhem comes out on top over Lorn Darken, and what a match did we see here tonight on Showcase Sunday.
You know, I gotta be honest, I think the crowd had a big advantage for Mark. You know, the crowd's not gonna boo him out. He's the champion, he is the founder. Plus, being against Lorn, being only winning 1 match in his whole career, I think the audience is definitely going to be in Mark's hands. You know, I'm not happy with it, but you know, you gotta deal with it.
Now, what is going on here in the ring?
Oh my God! That's
is
just the
going
global
on?
champion.
Why is he out there?
What the hell's happening?
Well, you know what? I'm going to have to investigate this personally, because the fact of the matter is I'm the #1 contender for the MCW Hardcore Championship title. And it was Graham to come out here and make some sort of remark to the one that I deserve to go against.
I'm going to quote Graham Hall as he called Mark a bitch nigga just when he entered the MCW Showcase Sundays. He's not even booked for tonight. He's just mocking the champion. I really don't know what we can expect. Hopefully we'll get Mark Mayhem back into the commentary panel.
Hold on a second here, Emerald. Let's get more to the main topic. He's mocking the #1 contender. I've earned my right to go up against Mark Mayhem at April Anarchy, and he has the gall to come out here like he's #1 when he's not, and have words with Mark Mayhem. I'm sorry, but this is not just an insult to Mark Mayhem. This is an insult to me, the #1 contender, and I'm not going to let this go.
You know, I just think that Graham Hall coming out like that does remind me of when he was world champion, world hardcore champion, before he lost at Mania. He did party with me at Cancun, and we did have some fine wines and Coronas. But when I asked him what the hell is he going to do in this company, he only had one word. And that word was gold. I think he's going to go for gold. Even though he has some, he's just going to go for more. He never quits. You know, I just want to hear what the hell the champ has to think about this.
Based on what just happened, you like partying with Graham so much. I like turning up with my Canadian. So on Tuesday, why don't we have the two champions go against it with Dave Rose as my partner and your Molina Boa as Graham's partner, and let's see who comes out on top. The Samoan Canadian Alliance or the people who like partying together in Mexico.
Alright, I accept. Okay, Dave.
I like the sounds of that, Mr. Mayhem. I think that these two individuals need to be put in their place and understand how things work.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Showcase Sunday on
Shut up.
MCW.
This has been Showcase Sunday on MCW Wrestling. This is Mark Mayhem signing off for you for the night, and you've all been marked.